Hey y'all, we're back, part 2 for Sunday's recaps. Alright, so we left off with the Chargers. I know, part 2. So we left off with the Chargers at Buffalo, and we both chose Buffalo, but I mean, to be honest, I feel like we say this every video, how much we really love Anthony Lynn as their coach. And
I think she says that, not me. I'm cool.
I know.
He's a good coach, but I don't know about what she got.
Yeah, well, maybe it was just because, I was seeing earlier today about him saying that he feels like he's the right person for the job. You know, even if he's not with the Chargers next year, hopefully he lands somewhere because, I don't know. I just like him. I just like him as their coach. It's not like they be losing, by blowouts. They be losing by, 1 point game, 1 possession games.
Yeah.
But shit, I mean, you got to start winning. You can't just keep losing. But anyways, all right, Chargers versus Buffalo. Buffalo came out with that win, 17-27. So, go off Josh Allen.
Josh Allen going to stay going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as he got a healthy team, he's going to stay going on. Whether it's with his feet or whether it's with his arm, he's going to be all right.
True. And Herbert's going to be all right, too.
Even with his new haircut.
Stop, babe. Stop.
I'm just curious what he cut it. That's all I'm curious about.
Be cool. Hey, so the Raiders at the Falcons.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to talk about his hair. So Raiders at the Falcons. Now the Raiders got blown out.
Yeah.
6-43.
I don't think anybody was expecting the Raiders to be coming out that slow, but they did. They had, I think, 3 turnovers or 5 turnovers. Carr had 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
It was just an all-around bad game for them. I don't know if they were just had a bad day, if they had bad morality in the locker room. I don't know what it was, but they definitely got blown out. So Atlanta, big ups to y'all. Y'all got that win for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all could use it. But, yeah, even with Julio Jones out, they scrubbed them. So, yeah. That was a wrap for that game.
Yeah, but you know who else pulled up the upset? The 49ers at the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But they got Deebo Samuel back. Deebo Samuel had a hell of a game. He put up, 25 points in fantasy, 27 points. I know he was been out for, I'm not sure how many games, but I know he was out. He came back. A great game. Raheem Mostert, I think if I'm not mistaken, is not back. The Surfer. Silver Surfer. Anyways. Yeah. So he's back. He's I think he had a decent game as far as for the run game for them. Yeah. But yeah, they definitely put off the upset. Not even the upset. It was, they won. They beat them twice already this season, so it was the battle of the LA teams. That's what it was. So,
San Francisco was not LA.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
California.
Yeah. No, you're
the California area.
No,
there was a rival game between them. San Francisco won it 2 times out the season. Hey, big ups to them.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. And then the Saints, Taysom Hill, he was getting the ball because I know Kamara was not.
Yeah, they slowed Kamara up.
I know Kamara was not.
But then again, too, I think just the game scheme that they got going on now, it's just rough to really balance in. 3 good running players. Because, don't get me wrong, Taysom Hill can throw the ball when he needs to.
He's athletic.
He ain't going to definitely throw it as many times as Drew Brees did. But the fact that he's able to run the ball, he's able to catch the ball, Kamara can run the ball, Michael Thomas can catch the ball, Emmanuel Sanders can catch the ball, all that stuff. They got a lot of weapons, and right now I think the game scheme that they're just trying to do is just basically stay afloat. They're the division leaders. As long as they can stay afloat, keep Drew healthy as long as they can, and keep going, they're going to have him back in no time. They're going to be back to their scheme, and they're going to get it rolling. But, yeah, they got the win.
Yeah, they did.
They're the leaders in the division again. So, behind them, it was Seattle 7-3 and Green Bay at 7-3. I think Green Bay got the win. I'm not sure what game was next, but Green Bay got the win.
Yep.
Seattle got the win. They both retired still. So we're going to see what happens with them.
But
in that division.
But big shout out, props, everything to the guy who came in to play the quarterback for the Broncos.
Yeah.
Big,
Yeah.
big ups to him. It took a lot of courage.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure his body was not prepared for that. All right.
Well, I mean, they said he was a rookie wide receiver.
Well,
it wasn't even that his body wasn't prepared. It's just his mental wasn't prepared. The whole team wasn't prepared. I mean, hell, what team was the last time that played a full game with no quarterback?
Never. That's why.
No, it's happened. I think before, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, it's happened. But because somebody talked about it in one of the shows, but. Yeah, no, it's just very rare. And the fact that Broncos did it, and I mean, hell, they just did what they had to do. It was a blowout, but hey, what do you expect?
31 to 3, the Saints for sure.
What you expect?
But I know Kamara didn't do too well in fantasy, so hopefully they'll see. I don't know if Breeze is going to be coming back, sooner than later, but
I'm not sure. I think if I'm not mistaken, he was supposed to miss 2 to 4 weeks. I'm not too sure as far as for how he's feeling or what they're basing that off of. But I mean, yeah. I'm assuming it's how he's feeling. If it's going to be sooner, we can let y'all know. If it's going to be later, we'll let y'all know for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Well, and then the Chiefs at the Bucks, and like the final score, 27-24, does not really reflect how the game went.
Who's that?
The Chiefs at Tampa. Because it was 27-24. I mean, the Chiefs won.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes was Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill had over 200 yards in the first quarter.
No.
Yes, he did.
Was it in the first quarter?
Yes. And
I know he had 145 the first quarter.
Maybe the first 10 minutes.
No. The first quarter. We had like 2-3 minutes left on my scene. But regardless, the man finished out with 13 catches, 264 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I mean, hell, the man did a backflip in his second touchdown.
Yeah, I know. I think everybody was just like yelling through the screen, or at least thinking like, why is he? How come there ain't 2 defenders? Like this doesn't make.
No, yeah, the defensive side of the coach.
So at least have somebody like downfield for him. You know what I mean?
They played him man coverage with no safety over the top, and I mean, I don't think there's any team in the league who's done that. And if they have, they ended up like the Bucs. They ended up like the Bucs, because that's what's going to happen when you play the fastest man in the league with no help over the top. That's just what it is. He's going to flip on y'all. He's going to throw you out a peace sign on the sideline. He's going to go off to the sideline and call National Guard for help, just like Shannon Sharp. Shout out Shannon. But, I mean, hey, when you play somebody like that, that's what happens. I mean, I'm not sure who the defensive coordinator is for the Bucs, but I mean, hey, you got to do a better job than that, homeboy. You got to do a better job than that. You should know better than that by now, especially with all the film he got on that man. It ain't nothing but fast pace.
Mm-hmm.
That whole offense is. But the Bucs are still in the hunt. I mean, Brady had his game. They started off slow, ended up making a small comeback in the end. Big ups to Mike Evans getting his 2 touchdowns towards the end. But, yeah. I mean, hell, they came up short. You start off slow like that, what do you think? You can't win a professional ball game like that. You come out flat. You got to come out with some hype, some energy, ready to go. But you come out flat, that's what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, go ahead, Chiefs. They're that team. Like I said, in the AFC, I feel like the Steelers, they're the more like straight line. You know what I mean? Like they're the complete package, offense and defense.
Yeah, they're the more well-rounded team.
Yes, but the Chiefs, they got that offense like nobody has an offense like that, except for maybe Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers can. That man is like in the zone this season. He's taken what he has, and he
has thrown for more than 50,000 yards in his career.
That man,
that's a lot of ball.
He's something to worry about, especially this season. But no, we were talking about the Bears at the Packers, and the Packers just pulled that one out. Aaron Rodgers, he done picked apart that defense quick. And that was that.
Trubisky.
Really? Oh, my gosh.
Trubisky, though. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Matt Nagy needs to get in your ass one way or the other because he's going to pull foes out. He going to pull you out, man. Y'all got to get something going. Y'all got to. I don't know what it's going to take for that quarterback group to be getting right, but, I mean, it is what it is. They got some good receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Mooney, Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got Jimmy Graham as their tight end. They got some weapons. They got a great defense. But, it is what it is, man.
It's not their best defense. But, I mean, it's still a better defense to have. You know what I mean? But, like, the last game was the Seahawks at the Eagles. We already know who won that one, 23-17. But I'm telling you, it didn't look like this the fourth quarter. Metcalf, he went off.
That Metcalf and Darius Slay matchup was epic.
That's
how you play football. I wish they would let them play like that more often.
Yeah.
I know they drew some penalties, but man, the hell with them penalties. They bring that type of energy, it's going to sell tickets. That's all I got to say about that. But, I mean, they're two great ball players.
Yeah.
Great defensive ball player, great offensive ball player. And when you see a matchup like that, it's a good time to see.
Entertaining for sure.
Very entertaining.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
Yeah. But like Metcalf, I feel like is another one. Like, the cheetah, you can't be leaving him alone because he's just too dang quick. Like, they're like, come on, that don't make no sense. You have to have people covering him. People. And then the same with Metcalf because it was just Slay. And he was getting slayed. He was getting Metcalf is just too big. He is just too big.
6'4", 235. The Eagles have one person in their secondary who's over 6 foot. That ain't gonna happen, Jay.
Yeah, well, he did work. Him and Wilson, they were on it last night. I know Metcalf put up numbers in fantasy. I know Lockett did not.
No. I'm not sure how Chris Carson did, but I know he was back for that game too. So
yeah, and Wilson he did all right.
Yeah, Wilson put up 17.
He did
14, something like that, but more than enough.
But Philly's defense looked a whole lot better than Seattle's defense.
That front four, I'm telling you, they got a lot of pressure on. They got a lot of pressure on Wilson. I'm telling you, that front four, if they can stick to what they're doing, and then Brandon Graham on the outside linebacker, I mean, hell. Yeah. They got it. And Brandon Graham was on another interview today saying how he was with they just want to let everybody know that they're gonna ride with who's ever at the quarterback position, whether it may be Jalen Hurts, whether it's Carson Wentz, which more than likely it will be. The team's riding with him. They got to have a better game, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, that wraps it up. Except for tomorrow.
Yeah, we got one more game tomorrow. Like I said, it was supposed to be today, but they're going to cap it off tomorrow to end the week. So we will have football all week this week, which is nice. It's a first, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they've ever done it before. But it'll be cool to see. I'll be glad they finished out the week. As far as for fantasy, this is the last two games. I got 2 people playing. I'm sure everybody else have a few people playing. But other than that, we're going to be back with y'all on another episode soon. Y'all take it easy.